This next segment, a great reminder, and listen, we do it all the time on this show, but a great reminder of the importance of shopping local, shopping with intention, and I can't think of a better guest to have than my next guest, Zachary Dayler from Ottawa Markets. Welcome. Great to have you here.
Thanks so much. Appreciate you inviting us to encourage people to gift local this year.
Yeah, and let's talk about that important. You know what I love is the fact, you talk about it with shopping with intention, and I love that idea, Zachary.
Yeah, so it's really important. We've had 2 years of a really long pandemic, dare I utter, convoy, shut down a lot of businesses, huge challenge for that small mom and pop type shop. In ByWard Market, we have tons of retail businesses as well as in the Heritage Building, as well as Wellington West and around the city. So there's lots of merchants and retailers out there that need your support. So gift local, get from that shop or that vendor that you really like at the market, write a card as to where you got it and why you love that space.
Great idea. I love that idea. Shopping. What has the community support been like at the Ottawa Markets over spring and summer and fall so far?
It's been good. We've seen individuals out at both ByWard and Parkdale, and of course the other markets around the city. People are wanting to get out there, reconnect after sort of being at home. But we're really in an important time. We've got that holiday season. We got businesses trying to get back and going. But we've also seen a lot of people trying out new things at the market. For example, a vendor that people love to see and will be at the Parkdale Night Market tomorrow, Mushu Ice Cream. They've got their ice cream tacos, which are a really big thing. Nat's Bread is doing a stolen snowball, which is sort of a German type pastry cake.
Yeah.
And of course, we got your trees and your ornaments at both ByWard and Parkdale. So it's been a good season, but we need lots of people to get out there and make it part of their regular habit.
You mentioned Parkdale, right? That's sort of a pop-up, I guess, market, right? Expand on that a little bit more for me.
So every year in ByWard and Parkdale, we have the tradition of go on down, get your trees, and those vendors are still there. We still have evergreen trees 7 days a week leading up to the holidays or leading up to Christmas. But tomorrow night at Parkdale, starting at 5, we're closing down Armstrong and Hamilton streets as well as the market proper. And as I said, we're going to have some unique vendors and pop-up folks from Nat's Bread, Hungry Babe. We have a few other folks as well, Alcador Sweets that are coming that have all sorts of those little great gift exchanges or stocking items. And really, it's a great way to come on out. If you haven't got your tree yet, we've got one of the best tree displays at Parkdale that you can find. I picked my tree this year going, what smells the best? Guide me that way. So
I love it.
Whatever your comfort or awareness of trees, they'll help you out.
What about holiday programming down on the ByWard Market? What have you got in store?
Yeah, absolutely. So we got our trees down there and wreaths at ByWard that you can get, but this year really focusing on bringing in the choirs down there to George Street Plaza and into the building. On December 10th, we've got the Celtic Choir. On the 11th, the Capital Chordettes Choir, the Nepean Community Choir. So they're coming, they're there. It's a great opportunity. If you haven't been to ByWard in quite some time, come on down, get reacquainted, pick up a wreath, pick up a tree, visit one of the many amazing shops in 55 ByWard or 70 Clarence or in the area. Maybe you have a warm spirit at the Chateau Lafayette and pick up your tree. It's a great experience, and we've hoped that we have some soundtrack to go with it.
Yeah, and we've heard about this revitalization, right, of the ByWard Market. Yasser Nakfi leading that team. Where do we stand with that? I mean, I'm sure you're a part of that team that they put together. Are you encouraged at what you've seen?
So there's a lot of investment that needs to happen in ByWard. ByWard is where this city started almost 200 years ago. It was created to be the grocery store of Ottawa. Yeah. So as we move forward to our 200th anniversary in 2027, we're hoping to see significant investments from not only the federal level, the provincial level, and the municipal level to make that revitalization plan happen. We've seen it in areas like Main Street, Elgin, Wellington West. Now it's time to sort of invest a little bit of energy back into the market.
Zachary, what have you heard from businesses? What are they looking for when we think revitalize? What exactly is it we're looking for down there?
I think it's really important to note that the public realm plan talks about pedestrianizing the space, right? Making a space where people can come, walk around, grab a seat, grab that item, engage with some street theater, and what I mean by that is some busking or some performances, and really being a jumping off spot for all of Ottawa. As I said, ByWard is where we started 200 years ago. And as we have tourists, groups, and visitors come back, we want to educate them about how amazing this city is, whether it's in Vanier or whether you're headed out to Canada. There are cute, amazing shops, the heart of entrepreneurial spirit here in Ottawa, not only with our makers that we see on the market, but in our shops.
Yeah, and I think I'm very encouraged too with the focus on not just tourism, right? That you know what we want people living down there, and we want them to stay down there and make it vibrant. And you know, people, as you said, people from Canada wanting to come down to the ByWard Market and make it a place where we're going to gather, right?
Exactly,
together.
and that's why we come to the idea of a public market, a space for everyone. You know, earlier in May we had the future king, King Charles, come in for a visit, but it should be for a family or even somebody with no roof, a place to come. Yeah. We've started giving out free hot meals once a month on our plaza for anyone to come and experience. It really should be where we come together as a city, and so we hope over the holiday season and going forward, people will make it part of their tradition.
Let's look a little bit, towards the future and into the summer, because you're beginning. I shouldn't say beginning. You're probably already recruiting, right? You're recruiting vendors to come down to the markets.
Totally. I'll throw a pitch out there to everybody watching. Do you have a business idea? Is it a small idea? Have you been selling an item out of your garage and not really sure where to go with it? Well, try vending with us in ByWard or at Parkdale. Our rates are very affordable, from $40 a day to full season rates. You know, I make the case in some instances it's the most affordable advertising that you can have for your product, right? So
absolutely.
We're opening the door for everyone, from community groups to makers, bakers, artisans. And again, coming back to that idea, ByWard in particular is where we started 200 years ago. So let's encourage everybody to come on down and find a space within ByWard that works for them.
For everything that we've talked about here today, is the schedule available online? And if you're interested in becoming a vendor down there as well, that information available online?
Absolutely. www.ottawamarkets.ca, or reach out to us on social media at Ottawa Markets. Find us, and again, hopefully come check out our Parkdale pop-up market tomorrow.
It's a mouthful,
It's a
Zachary.
mouthful. I know, we got to work on the branding.
Next time, bring some energy, okay? Always a pleasure having you, Zachary Dayler from Ottawa Markets. And again, ottawamarkets.ca to find out all the information. We'll be back with more Daytime right after this.
Awesome.